I was thinking something was a little strange with my status board. I was going, it's not quite right.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let me get accuracy up for you guys.
Round begins in 3, 2.
I'm gonna go ahead and follow Pit. So Pit, big Papa Pump went at it. First frag goes to Pit.
Yeah, KGB was on Saiga on the top, was able to out-duel him with the LG. Did walk away with a lot of his health, so this is...
2 frags in 2 seconds. Excellent.
This is where, you know, Spicy Boys wants to be, you know, bringing the game down to where it's a one-on-one and able to pick up a round score there. That's what you want. I mean, that's the ideal situation. Try and get down to a one-on-one, a dueling situation where any one of these 8 players can crack off a rail and win the round. Now, what they want to do is you don't want to end up in that 2-on-1, 3-on-1. Those are much more difficult.
Blue wins the round. Accuracy.
Pak2 comes back.
2 rails. Impressive.
Evening it up. KGB leading so far in the early going here with that 45% LG.
3, 2, 1.
And I don't expect either team here to kind of give an inch as far as fighting for the top. You know, it's kind of, all right, this is...
Blue wins the round.
We're gonna keep dominating this area until you tell us we can.
Excellent.
Right now, Pak2 is slightly pulling out the top win with KGB off to the jump side pad area, just kind of winning this fight a little bit more with Saigib. That time, Saigib came out on top, so...
Blue wins the round. Excellent.
And Cornelius, I believe, is Thorleo. Running around with a nice long name tonight.
Round begins in
I'm gonna go ahead and spectate Saigib. Apologize, guys, for the lagginess on my end.
Pak2 changing it up just a little bit.
Impressive.
Like a nice round.
Yeah, no, this is
41%
a real...
LG, 66.
You know, if Spicy Boys can pull this out, Pineapple's real strong with 173 health. Really favored than Pak2 Pit down to 76. That was a smart round by Spicy Boys.
Absolutely, I totally agree. Very good job for them.
You
nice
cannot,
way,
you can't as a team get strategy locked where all you can do is one thing and that's it. You're going to become inflexible. The other team's going to make any slight adjustment, and then you're down. And then you just lose round after round after round.
Nice rail coming from Pineapple. Still sitting with 200, 100. We're down 2 versus 2.
Yeah, balling with 88. KGB really low, 6 health. Anything can take him out. Pit 108. You know, it becomes this long-range sniping, railing.
Yeah.
Pineapple takes that 6 health off with the rail, but yeah, this map is so small. It's hard to hide, even if you have the numerical advantage again in competitive clan arena. You really can't sit back.
Accuracy.
Yeah,
so
there's no way you can.
Exactly.
This map is way too small for that. I mean, you can use your angles. You know, you can use those corners, use those walls, but other than that, it's so small. Looks like Spicy Boys still playing back. Pineapple versus KGB. Pineapple wins that one.
You know, Spicy Boys is coming out strong. Psychic 142 health. And Spicy Boys takes the lead. You know, Pak2 did come in here as the favorites. I don't think anybody had any doubts on that. But Spicy Boys is proving that you've got to earn that favorite status. Right now, advantage Spicy Boys.
And tied it up 4-4.
I think that was a real good round. Probably Pak2's best round so far. Able to walk away with all 4 players ending it, so could have been a little misstep. I didn't see it. They all got, Spicy Boys got trapped in the back hallways, and Could have been a little bit of a misstep there.
They flip over to Big Papa.
Yeah, if Spicy Boys has to make an adjustment at this point. The last round that they had wasn't a fluke, so Pak2's been able to put together two really, really dominant rounds.
1.
Saigev doing a great job with his LG. 36%, but it is a very, very effective 36%. Spicy Boys again setting up in the backfield. Pak2 being the aggressor, chasing him right to where they are, forcing the battle.
What an excellent game we've had so far. I mean, is this kind of what you predicted, Wise Guy? Did you think that this was going to be this close and tied?
You know, once we get to 10 rounds, I may answer that question, but
True.
You know, from watching Spicy Boys play their last game, I knew they seemed to have things dialed in. Whether it was going to be strong enough to compete with Pak2 consistently, you know, you have to put together more than a win here and there. And you have to be able to kind of dig out those rounds where maybe you probably shouldn't have won. And yet here they are. So they're in it now. I mean, if you get to the 7th round and you're within a round, that means you're doing fine. You don't have to make swing for the bleachers adjustments.
We
It's
got
kind of a battle between which team
one.
wants to coordinate better than the other. Right now, Pak2, KGB 138, Pak2's most dangerous, in my opinion, closer. And Big Papa. I always struggle with his nick. I don't know why.
Big Papa. It's Pure. you can call him Pure. That's who that is. I think I kind of fluctuate between the two.
149 health to 138, even as far as that goes. Fearless working below now. KGB hands taking his time over at the upper bounce pad. Each player knows roughly where the other is at.
Yeah, definitely.
And it could be, yeah, you know, we got 2-minute rounds here, right? Now, I did say that Asylum was too tight of a map to really kind of hide. Unless both players want to actively stay away from each other.
Yeah. Yep, I think that's what was happening. I think they're both trying to, maybe they just assumed the other one was lower and trying to wait that timeout, but we got 15 seconds on the clock, and Pure
really,
takes that
really
one,
smart
59
play.
health.
You know, KGB was forced a little bit. He took that first rail, and he had to make that move. He had to be aggressive, and he did land his rail, but he paid for it by, you know, getting damage on the way. So, single-digit health, you just don't have a lot of options.
Ballin having a nice round here. And Spicy Boys takes off with a 2-point lead, 8-6. We've got Pineapple leading with 4.2, KGB leading with 4.5. Everyone else is pretty darn close in the scoreboard. Saigev going after KGB. Takes out KGB with 183.
Pineapple goes for a really risky maneuver.
And in case you guys weren't in watching the map picking, this was actually Pak2's map choice. Just to give you that info.
Well, 171 health.
Blue wins the round.
Yeah, and this was a misstep by Spicy Boys. Went to the teleporter, took out his teammate. Down to 4-on-3.
Round begins in 3, 2, 1. Fight.
And you get down to these final moments, and each team is thinking, hey, we either... It comes down to which team is going to make the fewer mistakes, not probably execute on the biggest shots. Pineapple with a lot of help.
Blue
Less
wins
now.
the round.
And we've tied it up 8-8.
Tied it up. You know, Pak2 has shown this. They get onto these rolls. They
Round
have
begins
at the
in
end of these rounds,
3,
and
2,
you can just keep
1.
grinding through
Fight.
the fights. And the Spice Boys kind of got away what was working for them, which was moving and attacking, getting these 2-on-1 matchups. So
I almost feel like there's less aggression going on right now. It doesn't seem like the teams are kind of pushing at each other. They're just taking their times and doing rails at this point. Pure last man standing. That's a tough one. He's got 3.
Accuracy.
Okay, Pak2 now takes the lead, 9-8.
we'll go back to that
Round begins in
final round.
3,
Match point
2,
for Pak2. It's
1.
up to Spicy Boys now.
Again, not as aggressive.
Yeah, they're not. They're a little way tentative. I'm seeing a lot of one-on-one fights. I'm not seeing a lot of team fights. You know, a lot of individual action, but when I look, they're not seeing their teammate in their screen anymore. They're not coordinating on the damage.
Revenge.
We're down. Oh, I was just about to say 1-1. And nice job to Pak2 winning Asylum, the first map. Great job. Let me see if I can adjust some volumes while you go over the statistics on that.
And I'm going to go ahead and pull up some of that screenshots there. Momentum was entirely in Spicy Boys camp until the telefrag. And it killed that round. And at that point, they got a little tentative. Maybe it was because they were getting really aggressive, and he went to the teleport, you know, got a little careless. All of a sudden, you know, there might be a little bit of team chatter to kind of cool things down a little bit, and then it went too far. So Pak2 was able to capitalize on that. So little mistakes at this level can have dire consequences. Because keep in mind, there's this entire match, neither team was really gaining an advantage, you know, win a round, lose a round, win a round, lose a round, and Spicy Boys died out at 8 rounds and allowed Pak2 to go 3 in a row. So tough loss there for Spicy Boys. So now it's on to the recovery on Deep Inside, but looking at the stats here, leading Spicy Boys in score was Pineapple, 18 kills, slightly edged out most damage, 5,100. Pure was at 5,000, so slightly there. Cygib was 4,900 and Ballin was 4,500. So very even in the damage. No issues there. LGs were real good for both teams. Looking at 30s, you know, again, this is Asylum. While it is a LG map, it's not a huge, it's kind of an initial, you do some damage and chase people around. So Ballin, 41% led Spicy Boys on that side. And then we flip over to Pak2. Traditionally a very strong LG team. And Bad Mouse, unsurprising, leads 46%, and KGB was right behind him at 41%. So Asylum also is a rail map, so who had the best rail percentage of this, and that would go to Bad Mouse, 56%. So good job, Pak2, for picking up that win on Asylum. Now we move over to Deep Inside. I like Deep Inside as a map. I mean, it's an old school TDM map. Might be a little blocky, might be a little unimaginative in its look and feel, but it gives teams options. Whether the team takes advantage of those options is an entirely different story. So, are we going to see both teams going wide, just kind of duking it out? Possibly. I hope we don't see that the whole match. And you know, if you get, like I said, you get kind of strategy locked, and that's all you can think of doing. But Spicy Boys has shown that they can adapt. They can change things up a little bit. So Pak2 on the other side, even with their match in the winner's bracket, I never really saw them do anything other than what they're good at, which, hey, to their credit is, if you're going to beat us, then you got to do it better than us. And so far, very, very few teams have been able to do that. So here we go. Again, we're looking for Bad Mouse and KGB to beat Pak2.
2, 1.
On Spicy Boys side, it's anybody's game. All four of these players can step up at any moment. All at
Typical
quad.
start. Yep, all at quad.
Yep.
Pak2 takes the first point.
Yeah, it's rough to be at quad with Pak2. I mean, you're walking
Round
into
begins in
50
3,
plus
2,
LG with Bad
1.
Mouse and KGB. You know, you can try to disrupt that aim, but at the end of the day, can your team dish out enough damage to counter it?
Looks like right now Spicy Boys has the advantage. KGB is last man standing, only 7 health.
Now this, yeah, here's where you don't have to chase. The map is big enough. You're up 3. You don't need to be chasing somebody. You know, if you know, you may not know his exact health, so why risk it? You know, Ballin is railable, Pure's railable. Pineapple's really the only one that would be, you know, rummaging around the level looking for KGB. So they're just not going to do it, and that's smart. You know, pick up that win.
Okay, we've tied it up 1-1. Looking at the leaderboard here, looks like Pure is sitting with 4-1 right now, and KGB 4-1. That's kind of funny, matching points there. Alright, typical start again, still at quad.
Yeah, so if we're going to be looking at all quad all the time, you have to kind of start picking apart the small little nuances. Alright, so Pure, large health pool. I go back to gambling. You know, if you know 164, you know 99% of the time at this level Clannery 100 anything above 150, you're just gonna stand pat with that. There's no need to go risking that. More than likely your opponent has far less health than you.
It looks like Pure is looking though.
Well, he could be looking or just moving carefully through the level.
Trying to avoid.
Yeah, you don't want to stay in one spot. I mean, KGB is obviously going to be... he's in that area where it's 55 health. He knows he can't stand pat. He has to go look. So you could be... You're reducing your chances of being found as long as you're not noisy about it. You're just moving around the level. So now KGB doesn't know, hey, I've already swept through the sewers. Didn't see anything. Do I need to go back?
Pure is aware of his position. Yeah. So, here we go. Got the shotgun out, ready to go. Heard him. Now he knows he's nice and low. Yeah. So now he can definitely, you know, run that clock down.
It's going to take, you know, 2 huge shots from KGB to pull this one out. So Pure knows that. You just stay away.
Let's see what KGB is doing. 5 health. He's looking. He needs to move a little bit faster.
You can look. I mean, with 5 health, you got nothing to lose at this point. You just go all out.
Red.
And there it is.
Accuracy.
2-1. Spicy Boys lead. And if you guys are just tuning in, this is the second map. This is the best of 3. Pak2 took the first one on the silent. We got KGB versus Saigiv. Two-to-2 situation. Now we're down last man standing. KGB at 19. We got Ballin with 144 and Pure with 19.
Again, go. Okay, so if you're starting with quad, what are you looking for as a spectator? This rocket shots. I think that's going to be the key, whether your team wins or loses here at quad at this level. If a team pulls out the rocket launcher, goes for it, and they miss that damage.
That's in 2 seconds. Excellent. Red wins the round.
Real
Spicy
strong
Boys
level.
pulling
Yeah,
away with a lead.
that was
4-1.
a great round for them.
Round begins in 3, 2, 1.
Looks like though Pak2's not pushing in quad this time.
Excellent.
Bad Mouth getting
Ballin
separated,
is
but comes
chasing.
back.
Yeah, I was kind of questioning Spicy Boys on chasing them out to the rail ledge, but they made it work. And
Yeah, they
Pak2
just
was
seem
forced.
overly confident.
Yeah,
That's
Pak2
fun.
was forced off the ledge.
Round begins
Once you lose that high ground, I mean, your ability to
2,
dodge is,
1.
and you split it between teams, you can't get good looks on the way up. So, but this time Pak2 is a lot more organized on the ledge. They didn't allow Spicy Boys to kind of push in on them. Bad Mouse got caught looking.
Here's down to a 3-3 situation.
Ooh. Big advantage Pak2. Which is good for them. This is Pak2 making a very slight adjustment. They're not going into quad. One, because it's plainly obvious it wasn't working when you lose 4 rounds in a row. But it wasn't a radical adjustment, just a slight tweak.
We got Pierre being super quiet, trying to figure out where his opponents are. And
Yeah,
circulate
he's
real
got to
fast.
know. 17 health is not strong enough to carry the day. He can hit tab as well as any of us. He sees, there's 2 players left. Now, whether he knows Pak2's health, yeah, that's another thing.
The clock should be on pretty soon. Oh, there it goes.
Wind this down and we'll tally another 1 in the blue column.
Blue wins the round.
Alright.
Pak2 has stopped the bleeding, did some triage, made the
Round
adjustment.
begins in 3, 2, 1.
I'm gonna go ahead and watch Cornelius here.
Red wins the round.
Once again, another confident round coming from Spicy Boys. Obviously was their
Round
map choice in
begins
case you
in
guys weren't there
3,
during the map
2,
picking
they-
selection.
1.
They're setting up on the rail. Side gets a little out of the action, but he gets back into it pretty quick.
Blue wins the round. Accuracy.
And Pak2 taking another point, 3-6.
It's going to be, what Pak2 is doing is working. Whether it's going to work well enough to stop them from getting to round 10, I don't know. Because win 1, lose 1 is still going to end up with red team at 10 before you. So you've got to be able to rip off about, 4 wins in a row at this point.
Blue wins the round. Accuracy.
Quick round for Pak2. Let me go ahead and watch
Spicy
Ball
Boys.
and see what he's up to.
In
Spicy Boys,
3,
you
2,
got to run through your
1.
head. Hey, we had a chance to win Asylum. We don't want to be caught again having the lead, and then it just slips away from us.
Guys, the stream is going to be choppy, but make sure you have it selected on source. In that corner, make sure your settings are on source. It'll help a little bit.
Round begins in
Obviously, I can't fix it during the stream. It wasn't
1.
choppy earlier when I was testing it, but for whatever reason it is now, so apologize, guys.
Spicy Boys said, you know what? You want to go stand on the rail edge? That's fine. We're not interested in coming here with a don't you come meet us as quad? Come on, Pak2. Come meet us at quad. So, both teams not really willing to engage, but they will. They will. They know that the team with the biggest health pool is the one that wins the round. All it takes is a rail. Somebody taking a peek, poking their nose into an area that probably shouldn't have been, and it gets taken off. So here we go. It's going to be rolling down here to the last minute. That counter's going to pop up. Neither team's really going to know what the other has. Meanwhile, there's a reason why Clan Arena gave you 50 rockets. Might as well dump them.
Yep. And there's a reason why we put a 2-minute timer on. We've changed the strategy. If there wasn't a timer, this could take a while.
Here we go.
And 30 seconds. Let's see if we can quickly do the math. Pak2 will win this one. Cornelius is the only one that just a tiny bit. 15 seconds.
Spicy Boys is a little bit playing with house money. They do have a round lead.
And we find that out the hard way. 6-6.
So now,
begins in
Spicy Boys learned their lesson.
2, 1.
No, I don't know. It's like, oh.
You can still start here. It's not where you start, it's where you finish. Because if you're a quad and you're trying to push into rail, that's a tough go for any team. But if you get down to 15, you move around to the backside. Again, all it takes with these players, they're pushing 50% rail. Most of them 60% rail. You think they can't come around another angle and just for a brief look and land a rail slug on one of these opponents? That for them, for me, yeah, that would be a bridge too far. But for these people, they could do that all day long.
Absolutely. Yeah, I was watching KGB and he had his rail out and I thought he was gonna land one, but ooh, wow, look at that. That was very well planned. All three jumping up at once. It was a 1, 2, 3 go in Discord, I think. Oh, wow.
It was, unfortunately. Cornelius was at the perfect place at the right time and put his rail to good effect. So, Pak2 up around here. Can't imagine.
Yeah.
So now we gotta talk about the next round. Spicy Boys stalled out at 6. Haven't really been able to capture one for a while now. What do? Do you just abandon quad area completely? Do you force the fight back at rail ledge where you really have not had much success? I think you pulled around that time. That might have been
Blue wins the round.
Things just kind of went your way that time. So here we go. We're gonna find out. I'm gonna be fine with Psychic. I think
Round begins in
gonna be kind of key to this.
2, 1.
Setting up a quad. So go with what you know. But I will say this entire tournament, this has been the most standoffish, deep inside match we've had.
I would agree with that.
Because neither team really can out-aim the other.
Yeah, they're definitely a good match.
They're forced to maneuver. They just can't show up in a room and out-aim them with 40 plus LG.
We got a lot of Super Bowl references going on here. Pak2 says Spicy Boy's pulling a Falcons right now. Well, maybe he'll learn from last night and be more like Tom Brady and start throwing some really good passes. So we'll see.
Well, right now, Pak2's down 6 health. Spicy Boys down 3. Advantage, Spicy Boys.
I'm just kind of circulating to the players. Hopefully,
So this is a little different. Now Pak2 knows, because Bad Mouse took the damage. Pak2 knows that they're down on the damage equation. They're going to have to rush into quad. And you're just going to see Spicy Boys dump.
Yep, here we go. 2 Pak2 down, 3 Pak2 down, only 1 Spicy Boy down. Let me flip over to KGB real fast. He's last man standing, 122 health.
74-10.
Impressive.
That's why you don't chase KGB down. Even with 10 health, he can still rip off those rails. So,
Red wins the
there you go.
round.
And we've tied it up 7-7.
You know, so that's where it all comes down to. If you're going to play that standoffish
Round
strategy
begins in
style,
3,
again, it's no
2,
more non-legitimate
1.
than any other style. You got to be very smart about when you place those shots. You just can't run into a hallway and expect to get anything. So now we're going to see if one team or the other is going to try maneuvering around and trying getting that one shot at, because that's all it takes. If you get a solid plant on the opposing team, they know that they're now forced into your house. They've got to take the aggressor. They got to take it to you, and you're going to be walking into a setup team. That's going to be tough. Right now,
And we flip over to Spicy
Yeah.
Boys. They're all just kind of chilling in there.
right now, yeah, but Spicy Boys is down 6 health. Whether and Pak2 knows this. I mean, if you get damage, you're going to hear that little ding, and everybody else is looking at their health, going, "Hey, anybody hurt? Nope. I'm 200. I'm 200. I'm 200. I'm 200." Oh, we know how this is going to end.
And you would think Spicy Boys would be doing the same thing. Like, what health are you? Did you hit anybody? I mean, most of the time you know, so I mean, unless you spaced out.
I'd be maneuvering at this point. I wouldn't be in the quad room. I'd be, you know, look, they're not going to peek. You can have 2 people stand in there and just spam and just give the illusion that there's 4.
KGB right under that bouncy pad. I can't tell if he so badly wants to go up there, or he's waiting for the moment to just kind of sneak a rail.
Well, Spicy Boys has to be the aggressor here. They've got to move in on Pak2.
I don't know, they're just kind of sitting in that room. I almost feel like they think they hit somebody. Or they're not
That would be a
communicating.
complete strategic blunder.
Yeah.
They
Blue
don't-
wins the round.
Oh,
Perfect.
see? I mean, they must have been confident that somebody hit somebody.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe Pure was like, oh, I got 194, but you know,
Right,
so-and-so took 10.
3,
I don't know.
2, 1. Fight.
Hard to say what the thinking process was on that one.
That's just not paying attention to some details.
Alright, same setup. KGB saying good game. I'm not sure if that means they're gonna just come flying in and push it and be done, or just being respectful and saying good game. Oh, we just got caught. Took a little damage, but so did Spicy Boys. 2 players on that team are no longer 200.
Yeah. You're looking at Pineapple. He's down major. He knows he's taking damage, so now I wouldn't even try. You just maneuver around, you know, or go in and just rush them and hope for the, you know, you're gonna take it in the teeth, but
Ooh! Looks like it lands a nice rocket on Pit. No choice here but to battle it
now
out.
it's much more interesting. KGB down to 27 health. Ooh, yeah, now. And time's gonna be short here, so.
Red wins the round.
And Spicy Boys tying it up again, 8-8.
Hey, sometimes you have to win ugly.
Round begins in 3, 2, 1.
You gotta
Fight.
just grind it out.
Alright, we got movement going on.
Yeah, we got
on
a
Spicy
lot of
Boys.
movement on Spicy
Yeah,
Boys.
they're sticking together. Oh. They're trying to circulate the map to catch somebody. There we go. UGB. Didn't take as much as I thought. Big pop of pump is down.
Spicy Boys needs to pick up a kill. They're getting a lot of damage, but
2 to 3 situation.
yeah, Bad Mouse is real stacked though. They're staying tightly packed, moving through the lower yellow armor area. Bad Mouse is 183 health. They're gonna set up camp here. They know they're up one player.
Fallen and Pineapple sticking together. Something you kind of have to do at this point.
Oh yeah, now they know where
2 to
they're at.
3. Yep. Fallen's trying to be sneaky and pushing in, but I would
Well, you
imagine
have
they
to
are
be,
waiting for
you know,
him.
you
Two raids.
Ooh, lands a nice
Impressive.
round, Bad Mouse. But, oh,
now we're. Well, I mean, they still have the
24
player
seconds, this is
advantage, but I don't know
possible.
if they have the health advantage. But players,
yeah.
number of players trumps health, so they got 14 seconds here.
Wow, nice rail from Fallen taking out Bad Mouse. 9 seconds. Oh, down to
Red
1.
wins the round.
Wow.
That was a
Wow.
tough round for Spicy Boys to dig out.
That was good.
Round begins in 3.
Alright, following KGB
1.
here.
Fight.
Oh, missed that rail.
Match point, Spicy Boys.
They win this, we go to the third and final map, which is Trinity. KGB snuck some damage there. But looks like Pak2 is still down more health.
Yeah, definitely. You know, you're looking at 200, 200, 200. Spicy Boys down 7 health total, and Pak2 is well over that. So their pit is at 173. That mouse is 185. So Pak2 now knows that they have to assault the quad room by not, you know, they've got to do it late in the round. They don't get the advantage of, you know, the countdown to kind of place them there. They've got to assault the big house.
Pit trying to get a sneak in here, but he is dodging. I mean, it's like the Matrix.
This is going to be,
watching him.
yeah,
That's
you're going to
crazy.
get down to 20 seconds, and it's just going to be LG and rockets and a flurry of activity at quad. Does better aim, trump better setup.
Oh, I just flipped over. I didn't mean to do that. Somebody just took a rail though. So I would think Pak2 would know that they are down.
Oh, they have to.
Oh,
They
here
have
we
to.
go. Here's the action. 15 seconds left. They're pushing in because they have to. 3 Pak2 is down. Down to KGB.
Yeah.
Looks like we are going to be going to the third map.
One of the few times in
Wow.
the playoff section there.
That was very interesting, but it had its moments. Where is my... Let me flip over to Trinity.
This, for somebody, I like the little bit more strategic elements of Clan Arena maps. You know, you know, the campgrounds, the asylums have their place. They're good. They're good also, but I don't want to eat hot dogs every day of the week. So having these larger maps where you have different options to go around, different play styles, different ways you can set up is good here. And Spicy Boys was able to pull out some very difficult rounds. I mean, keep in mind, they completely stalled. Pak2 adjusted, went out to the rail, the little ledge outside of the quad area, and it threw Spicy Boys for a pretty big curve. They couldn't score a round for 5 rounds in a row. They had to make some pretty serious adjustments. So Spicy Boys went ahead and readjusted, and were able to finally, get across that finish line 10-8. Whether they had to go to 11 or 12 to win this, I don't know if they would have made it, but 10 is the mark of winning, so they did. So great job, Spicy Boys, able to pull it to a third and deciding map on Trinity. Going over the stats for Deep Inside. Spicy Boys' leading scorer was Ballin due to frag count. Leading damage was Pure, or Big Papa, 5283, 5300. Cygib and Pineapple were both at 4220, which is odd. They both tied exactly to the number. Stat of note on Spicy Boys was, Cygib 38% LG, 11% rail. 11. Ugh, ouch. That's gotta hurt. That's gonna hurt him on Trinity if you can't pull that around. Pineapple, though, 60% rail. That is gonna do some damage. We get over to Pak2, best railer. Not surprising. Bad Mouse again, 60%. Followed closely by KGB, 56. Here we go. Trinity. All grinder action all the time.
Round begins in 3,
Get over.
2,
Ah.
1.
Okay. And again, sorry guys about all the issues today. But at least we have a somewhat of a visual.
Wow, Cygib just did a great job.
Very good job.
Red wins the round.
Over
Accuracy.
on, I call it the tunnel side, which is over on, I call it the leftish side if you're looking
Round
towards the map.
begins in
And
3,
the jump pad side,
2,
so Cygib
1.
did a great job. Kind of lining up again.
I got Pineapple and Cornelius duking it out 1 versus 1.
2-2. Ballin, 42 health.
Blue wins the round.
Not able to carry the day though. This is a little bit, obviously this is a big more run and gun map than Deep Inside, so not as run and gun as the Silent, so there are options here for teams, whether they want to avail themselves of getting out of the grinder. Let's see. Cygib kind of jumping back into it. They call it the grinder for a reason. Once you lose it, you cannot go back. You cannot go back home. You are just going to get cut to pieces.
So, what are the predictions for this map for Trinity?
This is Pak2's map. I mean, this is going to be a pretty strong rock for Spicy Boys to pick up the carry across the field.
What do you viewers think? Is Pak2 taking the win and moving on to play We Gay, or is Spicy Boys going to pull away with this win? I'm curious on what you guys think. Cornelius and Pineapple going at it again. Wow, nice job to Soilio. I've got everything on my end boosted at 100%. I'm gonna have to do some investigating to figure out why my voice is not getting picked up. I am not talking as loud either. I've got a lung issue going on today, so that could be part of it, but I don't think that's the reason.
1.
You almost sound too quiet to me, but we'll see what the viewers say. I can still hear you, but KGB, last man standing, 1 health. This would be a clutch if you see it.
It would be. Yeah, it would be quite amazing.
It is possible. I mean, he's sitting with 50% rail.
It is. I mean, he's a great railer. In fact, we can cycle over there and take a look. Again, 50% rail, 44 LG. We'll take we're using the LG. The rail's tough because it makes a bunch of noise. So, go with the shotgun. Chip away at some of that damage. slip off into the night.
Wins the round. Accuracy.
Alright, they're saying that sounds a little bit better, so we'll stick to what we did. Thank you, Wise Guy, for adjusting
Round begins in 3.
Alright, so it is tied 3-3.
1.
Got KGB, looks like he's egging Piron. I got some lag on my end. I think my hard drives are actually having issues as well. We are down to Thorleo, last man standing,
Again,
79.
You know, Spicy Boys really,
Red wins the round.
Surprising. We gotta find out why.
Why?
Begins in 3.
Well, you said earlier that
1.
accuracy-wise they match up, so maybe they're a little bit more accurate today? I don't know. Their teamwork, they both seem to be pretty tight on that. Nice rail coming from Saigiv. It is a 1-to-1 situation. Anybody's around here. 62 to 22.
Yeah, 62 to 22.
Red wins the round. Accuracy.
Pulls away. 5-3.
Impressive.
Now we've seen this happen before. We've seen
begins
Spicy Boys take a 2-point
3,
lead, and then they kind of stalled out a little
1.
bit, and Pak2 caught up. So, guess we'll have to see if they can keep the lead, or Pak2
Wins the round.
catch up.
Here's
4 to 5 now.
For Spicy Boys on winning 11. If Saigiv stays up top,
Round
keep doing
begins
damage,
in
they
3,
stand a real good chance
2,
of winning the battle. If Saigiv gets kicked off and can't stay up top and has to rocket jump up, that's where things go bad.
Wins the round.
Now,
Accuracy.
he's
And here we go.
lost
Tied
that
it.
top area and hasn't been able
Accuracy.
to really dish. I remember Grinder's really quick. And
Round
fast.
begins
If your
in
gun's out of action for
3,
5 seconds,
2,
that's it.
1.
Bad mouth. Ballin going at it. Ballin wins that one.
Wins the round. Accuracy.
And here we go.
Accuracy.
Pak2 now is pulling away with the lead.
Round begins in 3, 2, 1.
Nice run with KGB. Ouch.
Accuracy.
He took out 2 people pretty freaking quick.
Yeah. If you follow Saigiv,
Round
he's kind
begins
of gone
in
away from that side of the
3,
map because the last
2,
3 rounds he's
1.
hard. Wow, Pak2 has decided to, I don't know, find another gear here. Pure at 31 health. KGB exploring the lower reaches of Trinity.
Blue wins the round.
Isn't enough to do the job. Pak2.
Round begins in 3, 2, 1.
It seems like there's Pak2 is almost focusing a little bit better right now. I feel like there's a lot of doubling going on.
You know, yes, that's a big part of it. Could be.
Blue wins the round. Accuracy.
I just didn't want to Saigiv a little bit more. So, you know, in this case, he started off.
Round begins in 3, 2, 1.
We are down to 1.
We should be.
Oh, as you say that?
I really thought Spicy Boys was able to kind of
Yeah.
gun him down somewhere.
That moment. Oh man, that's a story of our lives. We say stuff like that, and then it's like, oh, we shouldn't have said that. No pressure here for. Let me flip over. Poor Pineapple. 2 health. His whole team is relying on him.
Yeah, and like I said, Pac-2's kind of got house money here. They're up 4 rounds. They can be a little aggressive. They can put it away and take it home, but you can just throw them dice and sit in a corner and wait like a wolf spider waiting for his prey.
Mm-hmm. I would not be able to handle this situation. I can barely handle watching it. Oh, here we go. He sees him. Oh no, is that the right weapon? Oh, and Pac2
it was a right weapon
takes
pick.
it.
I would go with that. But Pac-2 advances into the finals, not without drama, not without a really, really, really solid try from Spicy Boys. Wow, the Spicy Boys brought a tough game for Pac-2.
Definitely, that was a great game to watch.
You know, throughout this Trinity again, they start fast. They can't. They make a great initial setup. Pac-2 adjusts, and then Spicy Boys has trouble keeping up with it. So. Overall, though, hats off to Spicy Boys and making this a great, great series.
Definitely. They were an awesome team to watch. They're very positive as well. I loved working with them, so sad to see them go. But, you know, they did great. I mean, what, they got 3rd place?
Yeah,
technically?
3rd place, and it wasn't a distant. I mean, this was a really close 3rd place. You know,
Yes.
It wasn't like Pac-2 came in here and, was, 2 maps and, 10-0, 10-0, and, GG easy, and we're off to the next round. No, I mean, they had to fight for every round. And, in fact, Pac-2 had to do things that they've never done before in this entire tournament,
Definitely.
which was do things that they weren't used to doing. Spice Boys is the only team so far that's made them do that. So, yeah. Going over some of the stats here. For Spicy Boys, leading scorer was Ballin due to frag count at 4,300 damage. Then you get into pure 4,500 damage. Cygib at 4,100, Pineapple at 4,000. So everybody really contributed solid there. Leading stat for Spicy Boys would be Cygib, 63% rail. Wasn't always able to keep his gun in action, but when he did, it was really impacting for his team in a positive way. So 63% rail. Best LG for Spicy Boys was Ballin, 45%. That's really good. Heading over to Pac2, leading score was the long name. And
Cornelius?
yeah, it's Cornelius. And with 5,200 damage, KGB was right with him at basically 5,000 damage. Pitt 4,600. Bad Mouse was way off the damage curve at 3,200, but there's only so much damage to go around, and when your teammates are taking it all, that means there's less for you. So, standout stat for Pac2 would be Bad Mouse 60% rail. He's been real consistent throughout all of these maps in his ability to put up very impressive accuracy numbers. ZLG 41%, KGB unsurprising 46%. He really likes Trinity working the top, so 46% is his bread and butter all day long. But there you go. Pac2 is on to the next round into the finals. I believe we got ourselves a rematch.
Yep, we've got Pac2 versus Wigay. Last I saw, there was forum posts. They were trying to get the match to happen this week. There was talks about it being Wednesday, so I have to touch base with both the teams and kind of figure out what is going to work best for both the teams. Obviously, we want both teams to show up, their best lineup they got and give us a good show to watch. So just be patient with us, and we'll try to figure out when that's going to be.
Yeah.
In the meantime, it gives me time to figure out my volume issues and my lagginess.
Yeah, we'll get that dialed in. Reminder, though, the finals is a best of 5.
Correct.
Best of 3. So we know we're going to get 3 maps.
Yes, best of 5. And I will contact both teams as well with the details on that. So thank you guys for watching. Be sure to follow the Twitch channel if you haven't already. Check out our website, ebattlegrounds.net, for other information and the other Twitch channels as well. There's links on my Twitch for our Facebook group, the website. There's other buttons too. I don't even remember. So be sure to get a part of the eBattlegrounds. We'd love to have you guys. We love you guys watching. You guys are the reasons why we keep this going. Keep Quake Live alive. Well, thank you, Wise Guy, for all your help tonight.
My pleasure.
We'll see everybody else hopefully soon.
Good night, everyone.
Good night. Okay. That was so difficult. My lungs hurt so bad.
I didn't even think about bringing my audio down to match your level. Oh, I'm so glad I saw that comment on the screen.
I didn't even think about it either. I just know that it was trying to force the volume out for me was so hard as it was, and I have everything at 100%.
I've got a slider right here, and I
This
just
isn't
went,
working.
So it was easy for me to bring it down a little bit, and that way.
Yeah, they said that
we're
helped.
both quiet now.
Still...
Crank the volume up.
Right. Yeah. So I don't know. We'll see why the volume and everything. Yeah. Initialize like blew my thing up. He's like, you might as well not even talk. They can barely hear you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, KGB just messaged me Wednesday, 10 o'clock Eastern, so 9 Central was confirmed by both teams.
Okay. Alrighty.
No, they can play whenever they want. That's part of the rules.
Yeah.
I mean.